Shalom, everyone. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. We will start momentarily. Share, share, share. See you in a few moments. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Don't forget to share, share, share. Click the follow button if you want to stay connected. We'll be starting momentarily. Blessings to you all. Hey, Glenette. Shalom, shalom. Hey, how are you guys doing? Shalom. Welcome to Prophetic Wind. Let God Speak. I am Apostle Nabi about you here to bring you intimate truth. It's the truth that you embrace that makes you free. How are you guys doing? Woo! Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right. Now, as you guys can see up there, it says save that date, October 22nd, 8:30 p.m. EST, or it's really EDT. Yeah. We got to learn the difference between EST and EDT, but it is EDT. And so I really want to talk to you guys, and I just want to jump into this. I'm not going to stay on here long. But number one, Prophetic When Let God Speak is formerly known as Prophetic Chatter, and I would always have guests on, and I will continue to do that. But sometimes I like to come on by myself and just talk to you a little bit about, whatever I feel like the Lord wants you guys to know. And so, one of those things is like, oh my goodness, I was just sitting here and it was just like purpose and rethink. And I'm talking about sharing, and I did not even share, but you know. Sometimes I don't have time to do that. I'll just have to share it later. So, purpose and rethink. And so, when we are thinking about purpose, we're thinking about calling, we're thinking about destiny, we're thinking about, what does God want me to do? What is my place here on the earth? Where am I in the kingdom? Where am I in ministry? Right? So, and that's all great. But if you notice in my description, it's also rethink. And so sometimes what we have to do is rethink, where are we? And, honestly, what can happen and what happens a lot is we can make a wrong turn while we're walking, right? And we always, and this is, listen, listen, y'all know I'm not making this up. We always are looking for a what? Confirmation. It's got to be this. Oh my God, this is confirmation. We love confirmation. And what I am seeing is that we get so caught up on the confirmation and the little signposts along the way. We get so, how do I want to say this? We get so caught up with it, and here's a better word, we get so dependent upon it, is that sometimes we won't even make a move unless we get confirmation. So, has God called you? Absolutely. Does he want to confirm you in the earth? Absolutely. But as you go, because I'm going to hyperlink this to Yochanan or John 10:10. I mean, excuse me. It's in John, but it's not John 10:10. I'm always like John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy. Blah 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 blah. But listen, he said, "My sheep know my voice." Basically, if he says it to you one time, you grasp it, you got it. And sometimes, and I had a conversation with somebody, and I said, sometimes you're not gonna get no confirmation. Ask me how I know. ask me, ask me how I know. You just have to know. So, for instance, I am hardwired as a seer. So, you know what that means? I'm not gonna get all this little confirmation. The only time I know to turn left or to turn right or to talk to this person, it's and it's a knowing. I'm trying to find the best way because I didn't really want to teach about it. I just want to talk about it, and I do have a habit of just going into a teach. However, we have to start rethinking some things because guess what? If you think about this, you are going to think about the time when you thought that this was God because you thought what you received as a confirmation was nothing more than a distraction and an unholy disruption. Holy, holy, holy. It's an unholy disruption. It's an unholy disruption and it's a distraction. I hope this makes sense. I really do. I hope that this makes sense because um, you know what? I know it's true. You thought that I know this is God. I know this is Him because when I called so and so, they said this and da 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 da. And then you find out later it wasn't Him. Remember, the devil has a voice and he knows how to lay out breadcrumbs. I mean, he did it in the garden. He did it then. What makes us think that he has stopped? It's quiet in this Catholic church. Holy, holy, holy. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I need to. Hey, Alicia. Sometimes we think, sometimes we really think that wow, this is it. Okay. I can't deal with this right now. Sometimes we think that's it. And then we find out a month later, a week later, a year later, 5 years later, we find out that wasn't God at all. And then we have to pivot and try to get back on the straight and narrow. Why? Because we messed up. But that's okay. It's a part of the learning process. We mess up. We just like, okay, um, I messed up. I mean, it's happened. Whether it's about who we were to marry, the job that we had, um, the ministry that we started. It's everything. The business is everything. You thought it was God, and it was not. So as it relates to purpose and calling and destiny, the adversary is always, when I tell you, he is always going to try to step into what, excuse me, and he's always going to try to step into what God has ordained for your life. He doesn't want you to make it to the finish line. He wants to frustrate your purpose. He wants to torment you. He wants to come in and distract you. Because we looking at all the bright, shiny ministries. That's how we get caught up. But you have to, and I have to purpose ourselves to the end state, or rather the goal. What is God's goal for your life? Because for instance, I had done a class on scribal activity, and the opening was people that could do so many things, and they're like, oh no, I need to do this, and then I'm over here, and then I'm over here, and I'm over here, and it's just like, and I used to be like that too. And so what I had to learn was, you do things in seasons. Even though I'm so sorry about the notification sounds, I meant to turn that off. Anyway, um, we do things in seasons. Just because you know how to do 10 things, it doesn't mean you have to do it all at the same time. Distraction. No matter how good you are at it, no matter how anointed you are, distraction. When people come into your life, understand the purpose, understand the call, understand the season. Understand, because all you're getting, get understanding. Why? Because if you don't, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be when I tell you, and it happens to so many of us. We're like all over the place. We're ripping and we're running. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? And for those of you watching the replay, let me know if this makes sense to you, if it resonates. And so we have to be like, we got to be like in there and focused. And I remember when I was ministering dance, and there would be certain songs, and the Lord would be like, excuse me, the Lord would be like, He would have me to do this, and I would be like, and I would get this look on my face, and I'd be tapping, and then it's, because you got to go in, because you got to go in, because you got to go in. You got to go in. You got to go in. Thank you, Alicia. You got to go in. You got to make sure that everything that He's given you to do is charged with purpose. I mean, like, I don't care if you got to get up and do a mind map. I mean, and you make sure you schedule things out. And, like, I have a habit of people call me or they text me, and then I'm boom right away. You know what? This is why we have voicemail. Just let them get the voicemail. So when you have things that you need to do, just do it. Undistracted, focus. We have this start stop ministry. What is that about? What is that about? Just start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And so I'm talking to you about this simply because um, it needs to be addressed. I just kind of wanted to like put that little bug in your ear, so have you to rethink, beloved, rethink. Where are you like right now? Is there something that you started 2 years ago, 5 years ago? Like, for instance, I had to come back and do this. I was doing prophetic chatter years ago over the phone, like 2013, 2014. And then I just stopped. And then somebody has said to me how, they really missed prophetic chatter and how they just wanted it to come back. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But then it kept resonating. It kept resonating. And I was just like, okay, you know what? And so the Lord would have me to reach out to different preachers and teachers, apostles and prophets, and we blew up because there's a prophetic word, there are prophetic utterances, and there's instruction that is needed. And we just blew up. But then the adversary did what? Came in, and little by little, I was just like, I'm not gonna. And then boom, you don't hear from me on prophetic when let God speak or prophetic chatter at that time for, oh my God. And I would get, I mean, it just stopped. And then one of the people that used to come on, he was like, okay, Apostle B, I'm ready to do prophetic chatter. When we gonna do it? And I was just like, And I would be looking at his broadcast and I'd be like, mm, okay. But if you understand the purpose behind what you do, that will help you to stay focused on making sure it stays alive. And so for me, and just being transparent, for me, prophetic when let God speak has to be resuscitated. It's it's brand new, name change, still going to have the same format. For instance, with these gentlemen and these women that are coming on October 22nd, save the date, y'all. Save the date. Make sure you save the date, October 22nd, 8:30 p.m. We're going to be right here. And so there's nothing else for you to do. I will have all of my speakers, 6 of them, on live. And so there's nothing for you guys to do except tune in. Make sure you put it in your calendars. So it has to be resuscitated. So this glory reset is coming because of the global shutdown. Because obviously people are still clamoring to do what? To get back into the church. And everybody think it's the church, it's the church, it's the building, it's the building, it's the building. Beloved, know ye not that ye are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you. So there has to be, so what is the purpose of the building? What is the purpose of God dwelling on the inside of you? Because guess what? When things like this happen, like the global shutdown and the pandemic, guess what? You've got him right here. Oh, it's shut down, the building, we can't get in. So what? That's why we have all these people online. Well, I was already online, so nothing much changed for me. But if you understand the impactfulness of what God has called you to do, that is what helps you to keep focused and to stay on point. Because when it starts to dwindle and wither and die, guess what? That's going to be a hint to you. Should have been a hint for me, but we're all learning. A hint that, wow, the enemy is trying to trying to oh, wait, what you trying to do? Yeah, it's like that. Now, when God says shut it down, that's different. He simply tells you, because it doesn't wither. It doesn't slowly begin to pull back. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't do that. When God says stop it, you already know it's going to stop. You're making an announcement. Listen, the season has changed. Blah 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 blah. God is like causing me to relax this for a moment. It doesn't begin to wither and die, and then all of a sudden, it's just not there anymore. You see the difference? When God tells you, as opposed to the devil sucking the life out of it, right? We have to see the difference. We got to see the difference. We got to see the difference. So it is our, how can I say this? It is our charge to just, and I know this is going to sound really, really simple, to just pay attention. Just pay attention. That's it. Just pay attention. Keep our eyes open. Um, this is what we do in prayer. This is what we do when we are interceding, making supplication, bringing petition to the Lord. We're simply paying attention, right? And so that's what we got to do, y'all. That's what we got to do. So I just want to make this really, really short. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that you stay on top of October 22nd. Please do. Or it's going to be seen right where from you're watching on YouTube, on Twitter, or on Periscope, on Facebook. But if you want to see it, there it is right there, nabiteachers.com/glory reset. You could actually screenshot that. You could send that to someone, and but that will take them directly to my Facebook page, Prophetic One, Let God Speak. And if you are watching on Periscope or YouTube, you can also do it there. So I just want to make sure that you guys are on it. So that's what it is right there. Glory Reset, October 22nd, Thursday, Eastern Standard Time at 8:30. All right. I'm here on Maui, so it won't be Eastern Standard Time for me. It'll be a lot earlier, but it's one night, one voice. Let God speak. We're going to have Apostle Alicia Faust from North Carolina. We're going to have Prophet Eric and his wife, Prophet Olivia Walker from Fort Myers. We're going to have Psalmist uh, Jacqueline Perry. Oh my God, Lord have mercy, this woman got a word. Apostle Seth Nix from Innovative Worship in Woodbridge, New Jersey, and the illustrious ministers Robert T. Sells and Marlis Triplet Sells. So it's going to be good, guys. This is a glory reset for that global shutdown. I want to make sure, and if you guys want to email me, it's info@thechamberroomexb.org. All right. And so make sure that you do not miss it. Share, share, share. And so I'm going to leave you with some of my past guests. And, just enjoy. I love you. And I will bless the Lord at all times. And yes, his praise will continually be in my mouth and yours too. Have an amazing day. Shalom, shalom.
The encounters. And the Lord just really gave me a passion in this season to really bring back an encounter, because so many of us go to church but never encounter the Father.
Yeah. Today we have, oh my goodness, today we have Apostle Tina K. Baker.
Those are the two things I did not believe in. And then one day I encountered the Lord, and I asked him, what's wrong with me? I go to church and I live like the world. And he said, you need to be endued with power from on high. So I had maybe a 2-month encounter with God where the Holy Spirit just took me in the Word and taught me. He wouldn't let me read books. He wouldn't let me listen to certain, any preachers on the subject. I went to church, but he just wanted to talk to me.
It is literally a part of who I am. So yeah, I've been through it, and worship is everything to me. I would not be where I am. I would not be on Prophetic Chatter today if it wasn't for worship. Worship has literally carried me through.
And it led me to this moment, but that has informed so much of the message God is putting me. I'm just about no frills. Let's just not play any games, and I don't want to do the religious thing. And I know that that's a popular thing today. I think it's popular to make fun of religion, and it's popular to give an anti-church message. I feel like the anti-church message, the anti-religion message, has become the message of our day, and it's become the trend of our day. And The dangerous thing is that we're turning the anti-religion message into the new religion of Christianity.
Okay, so we are live. Hey, on Prophetic Chatter, I'm Apostle Nabia Yehuda. I'm here with Caleb Brundage. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Nabia.
So, Caleb, how did you get started with smoking and worshiping? And how did you get started?
Well, flagging for me is, I say I got bit by the flag bug. It wasn't something that I'm like, oh man, I want to do that, and I wanted to be in dance ministry or anything like that. It was just I love Jesus.
Yes.
And
There she is, right there. Hi, Miss Vivian.
Hi, Rabia. How are you today?
And so you're going to be with us, the Chamber Room Experience, next week.
One of the things that's been just really captivating my heart in the last several years is trying to activate our spiritual sense.
Hey guys, thank you so Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going. If you didn't see me live, welcome to the replay. All right. Shalom, shalom. I will see you guys later. God bless you. Don't forget, save the day. Shalom. Lahitraot.